Now, if I'm looking at this file right here, Calculus Final Exam, I wouldn't want to share this with students and I wouldn't want to share this with parents, but I would want to share this with teachers. So this would need to go into the Calculus for Teachers folder. So we can just drag and drop it there, and now we can see it's only in the Calculus for Teachers. Now this file right here, Calculus Back to School Night Info, well, I think teachers would definitely want to know this, and parents would also be interested in knowing this information. And so we want to be able to put this file in both of these folders. Now, there is a way to do this in Google Drive. Notice if you drag and drop, you're actually moving the file to that one location. So to tag this file in multiple locations, you click on the check mark, and then you click on the folder up here. It says Move To. You can see the item is currently in Calculus. Now, if we want to move this into Calculus for Teachers, we can hit the drop-down arrow there. And if we hit the check box on Calculus for Teachers, you'll see the check mark moves. And this would actually move the folder into Calculus for Teachers. Now, we also want this in Calculus for Parents. And notice if I just click on Calculus for Parents, it moves the check mark. So it would no longer be in Calculus for Teachers, and just in Calculus for Parents. So to tag in multiple locations, you need to hold the Command button down on your keyboard, and while you're holding it down, you click another folder, and you can see that now we have 2 check marks. And you can let go of the Command button after you've checked it. Now you can see that we have a check mark in 2 locations, so the file will be in both of those folders. So let's hit Move. Notice we moved it out of the Calculus folder, and if we look in Calculus for Teachers, we see our Back to School Night info, and it will also show what other folder this file is located in, and it's located in Calculus for Parents. If we click on Calculus for Parents, we'll see here is our Back to School Night info, and you can see it's also in the Calculus for Teachers folder. So let's practice this again. So the Calculus review worksheet. Well, parents probably wouldn't care about this, but teachers and students might. So again, we check the box, we hit Move To, we locate the folders we want to move it to. So we're going to move it out of the Calculus folder and into the Students folder. And if we also want to add it to the Teachers folder, we hold Command down, click, and then let Command go. Now it's going to be in both places. Hit Move, and we can see that we are now in, well, not in the Parents, it is in the Students, and it is also in the Teachers, the review worksheet right here. So one last file we have now, Calculus Syllabus, and I think all 3 would want to look at this. So I'm just going to check the box, hit Move To, locate your folders, and let's go ahead and leave this in the main Calculus folder as well. Let's not move it out of there. So we'll hit Command, and we want to choose all of these. So just hold Command down, click on all 3 folders, let Command go, and press Move. Notice now it left our Calculus Syllabus in the Calculus folder, and you can see it's also in these 2 other folders right here. Now let's say you also wanted to keep a folder with everything that you wanted to share for teachers. So I could have a class called Calculus, and then I have a folder Calculus for Teachers, and then a folder Finite Math, and a folder Finite Math for Teachers. And let's say I want to keep these For Teachers folders all inside one folder so that I can see them all there. Well, you can do it the same way that you did for files. One way is to click on the Calculus folder and then select the checkbox next to Calculus for Teachers and then the Move To. Now we don't want to move it out of the Calculus folder, so we're going to hold down the Command button and then click on For Teachers and then let go of the Command button. Now when we move it, we're going to see Calculus for Teachers is also in the folder called For Teachers. And so we're effectively able to tag this folder in multiple locations. Now the other way you can move it is if you mouse over the Finite Math for Teachers, you can hit the drop-down arrow and then choose Move To from this menu item. And that's the same thing as clicking the Move To above the file. Okay, you can see the same thing shows up here. It's currently in Finite Math. We want to leave it there, so we hold down the Command button, click on For Teachers, let go of the Command button, and hit Move. Now when we go to our For Teachers folder, you're going to see our 2 folders for teachers right here, as well as their other locations. So that is how we can tag either files or folders into multiple locations without moving them from one location.